Tonight on KVAQ-TV, how some establishments in the Rio Grande Valley are preparing for the governor's executive order, effective this Wednesday. Plus, a UTRGV department will now go by a new name. We'll tell you what other changes this decision brings in minutes. And students at UTRGV have the chance to win $400 in V-Bucks. Keep watching to find out how. KVAQ-TV starts now. Hey there, vaqueros. Welcome to another edition of KVAQ-TV. I'm Adam Cardona. Today is Monday, March 8th, and at the top of the hour, now that Governor Greg Abbott is issuing an executive order to reopen Texas and lift the mask mandate, we take a look at what changes, if any, some local establishments are making.
On March 2nd, Texas Governor Greg Abbott announced an executive order which opens businesses at 100% capacity and ends a statewide mask mandate. After the announcement, many local franchise owners posted to social media that even though the governor indicated reopening at full capacity, they will continue to implement protocols to prevent COVID-19. Owner of the Taqueria La Barra del Taco in Brownsville, Melissa Castillo, talks about the stories of YouTuber Rosie McMichael, where she explained her fear of this news.
It was a trauma because it is like everything we have been doing, such as being careful, not going out, and not seeing family, as if nothing was worth it. So I take it as all the effort to not get sick and take care of each other was not crucial for him.
Castillo also mentions that they will apply the no mask, no service rule. Service will be offered outside or inside their car to individuals who refuse to not respect this rule. Other business owners like Nadia Bauman Turner are excited by the reopening.
Like any work, of course, we need the business, because my sales have declined more than 50%. I'm glad the governor wants to help businesses.
Although she is somewhat excited, she does not stop thinking about the sudden situation. She says she will not obligate her customers to use a face covering.
This month, I lost 2 relatives due to complications from COVID, so the reopening is a bit quick. I will always respect the client's human rights, and if the client wants to use it, they can use it. If they don't want to, we will not force them to use it.
Both Hidalgo County Judge Richard Cortez and Cameron County Judge Eddie Trevino Jr. responded to the governor's order, concerned by his announcement. We will keep you updated with any further details. Reporting for KVAQ-TV, Amala Martinez.
Some parks and playgrounds in McAllen remain open since the city of McAllen approved its reopening earlier last month. The city's Parks and Recreation Department still recommends visitors to continue following social distancing guidelines. Hector Tames reports.
Some parks and playgrounds in McAllen are now open and sanitized. The City of McAllen's Parks and Recreation received authorization from the city to reopen 14 public parks on February 24th.
After watching our infection rates lower, the city management as well as our commissioners decided to phase open our play stations so that there would be 2 to 3 parks open in each one of our districts.
The Deputy Director of Parks for the City of McAllen, Sarai Garcia, says that currently there are only 14 parks with play stations that are open from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. She adds that the parks have added new signs, reminding people to implement social distancing while at parks. Garcia clarifies that the city has sanitation teams to go and sanitize each of the play stations at around 7 a.m.
We sanitize once a day and encourage all of the people who are using them to also practice their health and self-regulation.
Park manager for McAllen's Parks and Recreation Department, Jesus Ibarra, says each district has a crew of 3 workers that are in charge of sanitizing each play station. He adds that the play stations will also be cleaned during the weekends.
It's really important for the parent to be vigilant with their children to make sure that they explain that it's not reasonable to, touch your face. So sanitize, wash your hands is very important. And that would fall under the responsibility of the parents.
South Texas College Student Activities Assistant Francine Perez says that she is happy for her kids that the PlayStations reopened. Perez says that before the pandemic, she would normally take her kids to the park 3 times a week so they can exercise.
I know it's for a good reason, but now that they're opening up, I don't find it as scary. Like I think it'll be okay.
She adds that she will still be making her kids follow social distancing guidelines and looks forward to seeing her kids play at the parks. Reporting for KVAQ-TV, Hector Dames.
Now in this week's police reports. The Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office is looking for a male suspect last seen in Mercedes. Police described 24-year-old Jorge Eduardo Gonzalez as 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing about 185 pounds with black hair and brown eyes. Gonzalez is wanted for charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. If you have any information, call the Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office at 956-383-8114 or anonymously call the Hidalgo County Crime Stoppers hotline at 956-668-8477. In Brownsville, police detectives are searching for a man wanted for misdemeanor theft. 40-year-old Luis Santos Villarreal has 2 active arrest warrants. If you or anyone you know has information of his whereabouts, contact the Brownsville Crime Stoppers at 956-546-8477 or submit a tip to brownsvillecrimestoppers.com. What was known as the UTRGV Leadership and Mentoring Department is now the UTRGV Center for Student Involvement. With a new name comes a new program. Student Involvement Director Jody Dominguez says the name change came as a result of moving their mentoring programs to another department.
We used to offer mentoring programs in our office, such as the Jumpstart Mentoring Program and the EPIC Engaging Peers in College Mentoring Program. But those were transitioned out of the Leadership and Mentoring Office over to Student Success at the beginning of the semester.
Dominguez adds the department no longer offers these mentoring services, but they are getting ready to start the hiring process for a new program, Involvement Ambassadors. She says Involvement Ambassadors will help get students involved on campus by offering one-on-one consultations. Dominguez also says that they are looking into launching a reward system in the fall to promote involvement. Students will have the opportunity to attend an event and earn points that they can later turn into prizes. Involvement Ambassadors will begin towards the end of the spring semester and will fully launch in the fall. The month of March is National Caffeine Awareness Month. We learned about the effects of caffeine, caffeine intoxication, and dependency. According to nationaltoday.com, the month of March is dedicated to National Caffeine Awareness Month in order to provide factual information and advice to help reduce the health, social, and economic harm associated with caffeine abuse and addiction. UTRGV's Addiction Studies Coordinator Eleuterio Blanco Jr. shared that caffeine intoxication and possible dependency can be recognized with symptoms such as irritability, nervousness, body twitching, and caffeine withdrawals.
We know that caffeine dependence and caffeine use disorder is possible, although it's not frequently diagnosed, but it can be diagnosed. So anything above 250 milligrams is the guideline for what is considered caffeine intoxication.
Blanco said there are certain benefits to caffeine consumption that is relevant to students, such as drinking a small amount of caffeine while studying, which can help to retain information. Blanco adds that some alternatives to replace caffeine consumption and increase energy are exercising, juicing, and eating more vegetables. If you are seeking assistance in caffeine addiction or any other substance, you can contact the Collegiate Recovery Program at 956-665-2674 or recovery@utrgv.edu. The Star Res housing application portal for new and returning students is now open, including a new 12-month rate for certain apartments. The Department of Housing and Residence Life is offering student housing at the UTRGV Brownsville campus at Casa Bella. The Edinburgh campus is offering their 3 residence halls, Unity, Darrell Troxel Hall, and the Village Apartments. Director of Housing and Residence Life, Sergio Martinez, says the department's goal is providing suitable and affordable housing to students attending the university.
We are proud to announce a new lease term. We felt that we could do something better for students who live in apartments. We decided to offer what we call a full year contract, which is a true 12-month contract.
Martinez mentions the new 12-month $500 rate is for 4-bed units at the Village and Casa Bella apartments. He also adds that the department does not do a credit score check. For assistance or more information, you can contact them at home@utrgv.edu or call the Edinburgh campus at 956-665-3439 and Brownsville campus at 956-882-7191. The deadline for an opportunity to win $400 in V-Bucks is approaching. The Center for Student Involvement is sponsoring the annual Family of the Year essay contest out of their Family Involvement program. Currently enrolled students with a minimum 2.5 GPA and that are in good standing with the university are eligible to apply. To apply, complete the application through Family Involvement page on VLink. The deadline is March 21st at 11 p.m. For more information, email family@utrgv.edu. Now here's this week's Noticias en Español with our contributing reporter, Natalie Flores.
El 2 de marzo, el gobernador de Texas, Greg Abbott, anunció la apertura de negocios en su totalidad y el uso de mascarillas no será una obligación, esto generando controversias en redes sociales. Después de dicho anuncio, muchos propietarios de franquicias locales publicaron que aunque el gobernador diera la indicación de una reapertura al 100%, ellos seguirían efectuando los protocolos para prevenir el COVID-19. Propietaria de la taquería La Barra del Taco en la ciudad de Brownsville, Melissa Castillo, comentó las historias de la youtuber Rosie McMichael, donde explicaba su miedo por esta noticia.
Fue un shock, casi creo que trauma, porque es como todo lo que hemos venido haciendo todo este tiempo, como que los cuidados, no salir, no ver a familia, como que todo eso le valió. Así lo tomé yo, como que no sé, como que todo el esfuerzo que hemos hecho para como no enfermarnos o tener cuidar más bien unos de otros, como que a él no le vale lo que hemos hecho hasta ahora.
Castillo también mencionó que aplicarán la regla no máscara, no servicio, y quien se niegue a usarlo podrán atenderlo afuera del establecimiento o en su vehículo. Otros propietarios de sucursales como Diana Baham Turner están emocionados por la reapertura ya que se han visto afectados por la pandemia.
Como todo comerciante, claro que necesitamos el negocio porque mis ventas han declinado más de 50%. Estoy un poco alegre que el gobernador quiera ayudar a los negocios.
Baham Turner también dice que aunque esté algo emocionada, no deja de pensar en que esta situación es algo repentina y concluyó en que no obligará a sus clientes a usar cubrebocas.
Este mes yo perdí 2 familiares por complicaciones del COVID, así es que la reapertura se me hace demasiado rápido. Siempre voy a respetar el derecho humano del cliente. Si el cliente lo quiere usar, lo puede usar, y si no quiere, no lo vamos a forzar que lo use.
Tanto el juez del condado de Hidalgo, Richard Cortés, y el juez del condado de Cameron, Eddie Treviño Jr., han respondido a la orden del gobernador preocupados por su anuncio. Les seguiremos manteniendo informados en caso de alguna actualización. Reportando para KVAQ-TV, soy Natalie Flores.
That's all we have for you today for KVAQ-TV. I'm Adam Cardona. Stay safe and see you next Monday.